Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Go.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Hey, orbit.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make fire.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Yeah.
Looking to throw on second down. Houston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action, Houston. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
Go out.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a give right side. Bean. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready. 50, plant. Greystone, travel.
On first down, it's Cohen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Cohen. He heads right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Look at me, zipper!
Smith trying to run for it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Echo!
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bean. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Houston. He's going to fire one deep over. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
A good pickup there, 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Houston. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down. It's Edwards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready.
My 40, my 40.
Protein spill.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
2nd and 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He is going to find Hill here. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Complete to Justice Hill. A gain of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
Down. Pittsburgh. I'm here all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And to give this time to the tailback. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Buying time to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready?
There we go, there we go. Got double tight. Double tight. Hey.
61, matchbox lights.
It's a safety creek.
Get it.
On 1st down. It's Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey. Hey. High 7. Let's go.
Back to throw. Houston. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll keep it on the ground. Bean. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go!
They try again with Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Kill, kill. Now.
Second and 2. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first and 10, Houston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too